ranking every single Batman movie villain from worst to best. That's right, I'm talking all Batman movie villains. Because I'm Batman. And I got a bone to pick with all these villains. This app needs me. It's no secret that there's been a lot of great Batman movie villains, but which ones are dog shit and which ones stand above the rest? It's my list I cannot miss. Absolutely without a question, in last place we got Bane from Batman and Robin. This isn't even Bane, bro. This man just had a green grimace shake and now look at him. From there, we go to the Riddler from the Batman movie from the 60s. Goofy ass suit, but he got that shit on though, doesn't he? But still ass. From there, we go to Catwoman from the 60s, and let's be honest, she looks like every single girl you've ever known on Halloween. Ain't no purring coming from me. And look, I feel like you guys think I have something against the 60s, but I got the Penguin next from the 60s movie. Just look at it. I mean, in terms of design, like, all right, for some reason I want some peanuts. Next up, I got Max Schreck from Batman Returns. How do I begin to explain? Because he is Bruce Wayne, you moron. Next up, I got Carmine Falcone. Falcone or Falcone? We gotta make our minds up. From Batman Begins, he's the first one to ever hear Christian Bale say, "I'm Batman." I feel like Tom Wilkinson always plays this role though. Like, give him something different to do. From there, we go to Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Man, did he need a fucking bag? Because what in the hell was this, my brother? Nostalgia glasses aside, I thought it was kind of funny, but it's like, bro, why is every Batman villain gotta be a crazy maniacal version of Joker? Like, I'm convinced that Schumacher was just like, all right, Tommy Lee, you're Two-Face. Do your own fucking thing. Tommy Lee Jones was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be the Joker. From there, we go to Jesse Eisenberg's Riddler. My bad, Lex Luthor. Was way more Riddler than he was Lex Luthor. I just didn't like this portrayal at all, let's be real. I mean, in terms of setting out a plan and like executing it, it worked. I'm Jesse Eisenberg as fucking Lex Luthor. Ass. From there, I'm gonna go to Cesar Romero's Joker. In terms of playing like an overly campy Man Who Laughs version of Joker, I think Cesar Romero nailed it. It's just weird that he was like a henchman of the Penguin, but you gotta salute one of the ancestors. From there, we go to Arnold as Mr. Freeze. And look, if you look at Batman and Robin as a comedy, it is a fucking masterpiece. And it's because of this man right here. He didn't talk in sentences. He talked in ice puns and dad jokes. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Stay cool, bird boy. Yeah. I don't care what you say. This fucking performance deserved an Oscar. From there, we go to Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. They really should have just called her the Seductress because I felt something deep down within me every time I saw her up on the screen. To be honest, she was kind of more the main villain of the movie than Freeze was. I mean, it's Uma Thurman. What are we talking about? From there, we go to Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. It's Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. Like, what more do I really even need to say? And what I just said about Anne Hathaway's Catwoman applies to Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. But they're both more anti-heroes, antagonists, than they are villains, so that's why they're kind of low. And the ultimate version of an antagonist, we got Henry Cavill's Superman, all because of Lex Luthor. We all knew they were going to be boys in the beginning. In terms of strength, this is easily the most powerful Superman villain. Why did you say that name? Next up, we go to Talia al Ghul. Look, that goofy-ass death scene aside, she was the master manipulator planner from this jump. She banged Bruce Wayne, sent Gotham into a bedlam, and damn near killed Bruce Wayne. I gotta give the respect. Gotta give respect. From there, we go to Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow. Really decent performance, just wasn't in the movie as much as I was hoping, but still pretty fucking terrifying. And all of his fear gas sent Gotham into bedlam. I just really wish we got more of him. But still top tier because it's Cillian Murphy. Into our top 10 with number 10, I got Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman for obvious reasons. This is when a lot of boys became men. They knew exactly what they had their actual sights set on. She's slightly more villainous than antagonist in Batman Returns, and I mean, it's just Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Iconic. And the same can be said for Danny DeVito's Penguin, who's in 9th place, by the way. Like, whoever the fuck was the casting director that thought we need to get Danny DeVito as the Penguin deserves a goddamn salute. But next up, we got Carmine Falcone from the Batman. Falcone, who cares? I just really like this, like, Godfather-esque performance John Turturro gave. I mean, obviously, it's a different level than Godfather, let's be real. But he was ruthless, didn't give a fuck, and technically he's Selina Kyle's dad. And is implied that he's the one who killed Bruce's parents. So he's a menace for that. Jim Carrey's Riddler. Bro, this is peak. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. It's goofy, over the top, but it's fucking Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Your typical nerdy scientist who gets overlooked, overshadowed, has a weird obsession with the hero. When that doesn't go so well, they turn into a villain. But I just love Jim Carrey. That's my guy. They got Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul, or Raz al Ghul, as they call him in the Nolan franchise. I mean, they basically took everything that made Ra's al Ghul cool, like the Lazarus Pit and the more fantastical nature of him, away. But we still got the League of Assassins. And I like the way that intertwines with Bruce Wayne's origin. And just the calm demeanor that Liam Neeson's playing these mind games with Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne was chef's kiss. Got Jack Nicholson's The Joker. I don't know if I can do a smile. This smile was iconic as a kid for me. I really like the serious nature that Jack Nicholson brought, but also the playful nature. I think he struck a really good balance between that to give us a unique Joker. And he's technically the one that kills Bruce's parents in these movies. Menace. Quick editor's note, I don't know how I forgot about the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm, but this belongs in the top 5. I'm going to put it at number 5. What the Phantasm does to Bruce Wayne in the short runtime of Mask of the Phantasm is some of the most complex shit we've ever seen. And for that, it deserves top 5. I'm sorry if I faked you out there for a second. But I personally like Colin Farrell's version of Penguin just a little bit more. Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Name's Haas. What are you showing me? Oh, come on. No bullshit, he deserved a fucking Oscar. In 4th place, you got Tom Hardy's Bane. For his quotes alone, bro had bars for days. You me lit up in the dark. I was born in it. molded by it. That's called motherfucking bull. How they managed to make a 5'9" guy this fucking menacing is beyond me. He literally broke Batman's back. Hey, yo! And blew up the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I really hate the way they ended his story in the movie. Left a sour taste, but he's still top 4 because of everything else. In third place, I got Paul Dano's The Riddler. What a menace. A real-life incel on the internet. First of all, one of the coldest character introductions. Serial killer vibes. But like, you could believe this dude could actually exist in real life. And I love how he's the flip side of Batman. Batman's actually the one who inspired him to enact vengeance. And that's when he learns that he can't be a symbol of vengeance, he has to be a symbol of hope. And this man set out his plans in motion. Killed Carmine Falcone, set off all those bombs, flooded Gotham. Real menace, deserves top 3, don't care what you say. Ave Maria. But in second place, I got Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent's Two-Face. Bro, what a great character arc in one movie. Coupled with Aaron Eckhart's performance, bro, this is a peak anti-hero, or not even an anti-hero. It's just the fall of someone who's just so damn good into a villain. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. He said it and he wasn't lying. Plus, I mean, just the whole concept of flipping a coin to choose if someone lives or dies is fucking psychotic, but genius. The fact that this man was so good that Bruce chose to sacrifice Batman's symbol, keep Harvey Dent's symbol alive of hope, that's peak writing. But in first place, you already knew this was gonna be in first place. This man won an Oscar for a reason. Heath Ledger's Joker is one of the best villains of all time, period, in film history. Not even just comic book movies. He's the most iconic. I mean, just the whole opening sequence really sets the tone for how maniacal, but also how smart this Joker is. It's not bad. Just want to watch the wild bud. And that's just Joker. He's just a pure menace. Do you want to know how I got these scars? You see, my father was a drinker and a fiend. One night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that. Not one bit. Sticks the blade in my mouth. Why so serious? I mean, I can just go on days and days with these quotes. I'm a man of my word. And just that whole interrogation scene between Heath Ledger's Joker and Christian Bale's Batman is top notch. And that's why he was number 1. But that's just how I would rank him. Let me know how you'd rank him down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more. Don't forget, I'm Batman.